Welcome to episode 3, season 2. Today it's going to be in English. Last episode, it was about drones, my hobby, lots of fun. But today it's going to be a little bit more serious. In this episode, we're going to talk about B.O.B, B.O.B, bug out bag, preppers, backpack. I mean, there are many names for the type of gear and backpack like the one here and the one that I'm going to be packing in this episode and showing you. All the things here are, I've been collecting them, I've been watching videos, reading books, trying to figure out what is the optimal setup for a B.O.B. And theoretically, the B.O.B. should last you 72 hours. However, my B.O.B. is going to be a more long-term situation. So, with that said, in this episode, I'm going to pack my backpack, and as I'm packing the backpack, I will explain the different things that I selected, and in the second part of the episode, we're actually going to go to my little campsite where I can field test a lot of this equipment. So you're actually going to see a little bit of hands-on of how some of these things work. At the very bottom of the backpack, we're going to put the sleeping bag. This is my heavy-duty sleeping bag. It's been with me for a very long time. And it's going to go at the very bottom of this backpack, and it's going to fill it up. This backpack is kind of divided into the one third on here from this part to the bottom, and then 2/3 here. So basically, I can separate the backpack into parts, and if needs be, I can open it up from the bottom here. And for example, access my sleeping bag from the bottom without having to unpack everything else. And it is quite big, this sleeping bag, quite bulky. So the other items are going to press down and hopefully press down on it, make it a little bit smaller. So you can see it fills up this bottom part really nicely. So I have some extra clothes, warm socks, regular white socks, these sweatpants, sweatshirt with my favorite company, red bandana, and a very heavy-duty raincoat. So basically these clothes that I have here, I'm going to pack them with the sleeping bag near the bottom because I don't want them to get wet. These clothes, they're going to be useful when you want to go to sleep at night. So let's say you're all muddy and wet and grimy from the whole day. Then you put on a nice, warm and dry set of clothes. That's going to go a long way, and it's not going to make your tent or your hammock, sleeping bag all dirty. This brings back memories, so I'll show you. There we go. I've seen a lot of action in this sweatshirt, so I have a lot of sentimental attachment to it. Nice and fresh and clean. So that's the bottom part. I'm going to tie it up now. Like I say, this backpack is divided into 1/3 and 2/3, so I'm going to tie up this bottom part. I have another backpack, 2 backpacks. You might ask why have 2 backpacks? Well, one part of it is organizational. Yeah, it's organizing this backpack, having it so that you can, take it out and leave it if needs be, and have a backpack empty with extra room for scavenging, for example. So this secondary backpack, what I'm going to add to this backpack is going to be the food and water. And it's going to be heavy. I have 2 bottles of clean water. At this point, we're talking about the rule of 3. A human can survive, let's say, 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. So that makes water pretty important, right? I have the Sawyer Mini water filter, which I'll show you later in action, and a new addition, which is the Catadine microfilter, and that's also used to purify water straight from the source. Having 2 bottles of water, it's safe, but having a water filter, that's what's very important. In a B.O.B, having a way of filtering water from a stream, from a pond, from some other source that it's not bottled water that you bought, that might be very handy. That might go a long way. Now, a bottle of Coca-Cola and a bottle of disinfectant. They go quite well together. 2 cans of beans, white beans, red beans. We have some fish, so some sardines. We have chicken, so that's poultry, some chicken pate or whatever. We have some instant soup. So we got this tea and in this Ziploc bag, so that's going in here as well. And just some coffee, ground coffee. One thing that I have with me is just a regular bathroom scale. So I'm going to actually weigh some of these things, especially this backpack. So I'm going to weigh this backpack as it is now. That's 9.4 kilo. I want to try and fit all the food and water, drinks, or whatever, everything into this one backpack. And whatever doesn't fit, we're going to toss it to the side. Extra virgin olive oil in a plastic bottle with a spray, so we're going to add that as well. High calorie bar, almond bar, protein bars, and this is kind of funny. Good calories, and these are, I shit you not, crispy balls. So we're going to add the crispy balls also to the food backpack, of course. If you ration it out, that's quite a lot of food. So forget about hunting and fishing and foraging for mushrooms or fruit or whatever. I think we should have enough food and water to last us for more than 72 hours. Okay, so I still have that cereal. We're going to probably toss that cereal. And we have some fish salad, and we're probably going to toss that as well. Let's see what the final verdict is. 10 kilo to the dot. That's 10.0. Obviously, you can carry this backpack at the front. Yeah, let's say you put this backpack on your back, and this becomes not a backpack, but a front pack. But I am going to put it here, and this 10 kilo is going to press down on the sleeping bag and the clothes. Food and water in the bag. Next, we're going to add some of the smaller items that are easy to lose. And for that, we have another little pouch here. This pouch is designed that it could go onto the outside of the backpack. So if I seem to be running out of room, I can use this pouch on the outside. So keeping here tools and other small little items might make sense. We have standard regular multi-tool. pretty big scissors. We have engineering compass. Let me just double check if it works. Yep, that's north. It works just fine. Here we have a bottle of flammable liquid, and that's the flammable liquid. It goes hand in hand with this little stove that I have, and you pour the liquid in here, and voila, you can heat up your food. All right, so we'll put that flammable liquid in there as well. Okay, so we have some tinder, and that's going into this pouch as well. I have a deck of playing cards. That's gonna go, that's the entertainment department. Speaking of entertainment, we have a book, Joseph Conrad, short stories, let's say to read around the campfire. And some tobacco. I am a smoker, so tobacco as well, that's gonna come in handy. We'll add some TP, so that's your toilet paper right there. We're gonna put that in here, keep it nice and safe. Put this, I have this Miltech survival kit, but I've been adding and changing the mostly batteries, and we'll put that in here with the scissors. A little lamp here, and it's more like let's say a bike lamp or something, but the reason why it's so nice is because it's powered by a dynamo inside, and you can basically create your own light. Yeah, so you know, this is a last resort kind of situation, but you can generate a little bit of light by yourself. Into this pouch we're gonna put the fork, knife. It's a little compact, and it's attached here with the some paracord, so that will go in the tools as well. All right, so I have here some it's just a spray for sore muscles and things like this. This is just a general kind of hand gel, sanitary hand gel. I'll put that in here as well. Box of cigarettes. We have a box of condoms because they could be very useful, you never know. And it's all going into a plastic Ziploc bag. Some gum. Yeah, and we'll fill it up at the end with these, just these rags. So I have 2 clean kind of dishcloth rags. And they'll fill up this pouch quite nicely. Okay, so that's the first thing on the outside, and there's just a little bit of room to add small little things. It's good to unpack your B.O.B and pack it up again so that you know exactly what's in there and you know exactly where everything is. Taking kind of mental inventory of what you have. And perhaps if there is something that you think after you watch the episode, if you think that there's something I'm missing here that I should definitely add, or maybe there's something too much, please write me in the comments your thoughts and opinions. And you know, next episode, who knows, maybe I'll have to repack and pack again. All right, let's keep going because we're about halfway, and right now we're looking at medicine. So I have this first aid box, and it's full to the brim with useful first aid items, and I have some pills for you know, flu and aspirin pills. I'm gonna leave this near the top. First aid is useful to be at the top. All right, so this is it's a water pouch, and it's kind of like a mobile shower situation. So you can hang this up on a tree and leave this black part in the sun to heat up, and voila, you have warm water to wash yourself. So this is very useful. I'm gonna put it on the outside right here onto this pouch. All right, on top of the water, we're gonna add my water filter. This is the Catadine, and it's pretty big, so we're gonna put it down here. And it's a very nice water bottle that I'm gonna leave, and it's also gonna be good for the outside. I don't want my book or my tobacco or my cigarettes to get wet, so let's pack that somewhere near the middle of the backpack. This is a mosquito net, so it's gonna go hand in hand with my hammock. Smells okay. We're gonna pack my hammock and mosquito net. At this point, I'm gonna actually weigh the backpack. 22 kilo. But good thing is we're almost done. 25 kilo, 30 kilo. When we're talking about hiking, camping, going out into the outdoors and walking for a long time, you're gonna feel that weight. So for me, that's okay. You know, if you're smaller, if you're not so strong, then obviously you're not going to want to carry such a big backpack. Here we have solar panels, and they go hand in hand with a power bank and cables, so that I can use this to charge my phone or charge the power bank, have something to harness the power of the sun. You could hang it if the sun is shining and you're walking in the sunshine. You could hang it on the outside of the backpack, but for now I'm just putting it and storing it inside. Here we have some rope, big thick rope, some thinner rope. All this rope, believe me, will be very handy if you're building a shelter or you're setting up your hammock or you're drying your clothes, setting up some kind of perimeter traps. You're going to be super happy that you have as much rope as you can carry with you. I'm just pushing down, and I don't have to worry too much because the very bottom is the sleeping bag, so it's not going to break. This is right here. We have a bag, some chemical lights, some permanent markers, pencil, nails, some screws. So generally speaking, this is kind of like a little bag of miscellaneous things that you know, if it's easy, you know, if you have 50 nails, they'll get lost all over the place. So this is a nice way of organizing, and this can also hang on the outside, let's say. You know what? I'm going to put this duct tape inside as well. Duct tape can do quite a lot. All right, we're going to tie it up. Now, we have the inside of the backpack more or less ready. It's time for this top part right here. All right, medicine time. It's going in on this pouch right here. Okay, we're almost done. We have just this top part. So at the top, we're going to add my Sawyer Mini. This is a nice lamp here that's quite useful, little camping lamp. Brighten up your dark nights. However, it doesn't have any latch here. It opens up very easily, so I'm going to duct tape it quickly so that it doesn't open up on me. In this situation, it's just going to waste batteries if it keeps opening up, so duct tape is going to do the trick. All right, just like that. Now I can hang on the outside and it's not going to open up on me and waste my batteries. So that's another thing that can hang on the outside. This is very useful. I'll show it to you real quick. It's the chain from a chainsaw, and basically, you don't have the engine, but you do have the chain. So very sharp. You can manually cut down some small tree or branches, things like this. A little chain like this might go a long way when building some kind of shelter or something. Okie dokie. Now, the things that are going to be hanging on the outside, we got some tools, very small shovel, ice pick. Zip ties might be very, very handy. Oh, one thing I forgot about, netting. This is just a bag with some netting. Might be useful for storing, drying, catching fish. I don't know. I'm gonna put that at the top here. Oh, and the last thing is a chair. So this is just kind of like a fisherman's chair. And you would be surprised at how amazing a chair can be in the outdoors when you have to kneel and stand a lot. Having a chair really does come in handy. So you just fold it up and put it at the back. I don't see anything on the floor, so I think it's the time. I'm going to stand on the scale, get an estimate for myself. With my gear and my clothes, it's 85.5. $116. So 85 without the backpack, 116 with the backpack. So my bug out backpack is ready, packed. Now it's time to go outside and test some of this gear that I have. We're gonna go to my campsite. It just stopped raining. So let's go. Okay, welcome to my camp area. So this is the perfect scenario to test and field test some of the gear that I have packed in my bug out bag. So tomorrow when I wake up, I'll show you the water filters that I have, how they work, in action. I wish you could feel this warmth that I'm feeling right now from this bonfire. It's a wonderful feeling. And the birds are chirping. It's not windy. It's a very peaceful Friday afternoon, Friday evening. And I'm happy that I can share it with you. wracam w poniedziałek. Poniedziałek rano 9:30. Okay, so it's nighttime. It's a peaceful night. It's not raining, and I'm pretty happy because it's been raining a lot, and the temperature, it's about 5 degrees Celsius. But it's all right. You know, I got my fire going, and my camp is ready, so it should be a interesting night.
Ilekroć znajdujemy się tutaj, na tym miejscu, musimy widzieć na nowo otwarty wieczernik zielonych świąt. I musimy słyszeć mowę praojców, w której zaczęły być przepowiadane wielkie dzieła Boże.
I promised that I would show you some of this equipment in action. This is a 20-liter water bladder that you can heat up in the sun, And I've been trying since the beginning to fill up this water bladder with only filtered water. So everything coming out of this bladder, it's clean water, good for cooking, drinking, washing. I'm using this Catadine Swiss-made water filter. It's pretty heavy duty. So you put the nozzle in your water source, which for me is right here. It's a pond. One end goes into the dirty water, the other end goes into your pouch or water bottle, and pumping. That's all it is. It's just as much energy as you have to pump clean water. It's pretty simple to use, so I think that's probably one of the best things when it comes to B.O.B type gear, survival gear, is that it's heavy duty and doesn't require a lot of maintenance to work, to operate properly. One thing that is worth noting is also this buoyancy foam. It's meant to keep this filter above the sediment. So, you know, this filter is not supposed to touch the bottom. It's supposed to, let's say, float on top of the water. That way the filter is not going to be working overtime, filtering the sediment and sand and muck and whatever. Tastes okay. You can see on the back how much water you have. Okay, I think that's enough water. You know, I can sit here for the next hour and filter water, but that's not really the point because I don't need so much. This pouch, it's not meant for transporting water really, it's just meant for using. So this is about as much water as I'm going to use today. I think if I need it, I can always come back. You know, there's a lot of water here at the source. Okay, so I showed you the Catadine filter. This is, let's say, a backup. So this is the Sawyer mini squeeze. And as you can see, it is much smaller and of course much lighter than the Catadine. This is the actual filter, and this is just a water pouch. So the way this works, it's a little bit simpler, let's say. You fill up the pouch with your unfiltered water, and you screw it onto the bottom here, the bottom of the filter. Make sure it's snug. And that's it. So basically, this is gravity and the squeeze. So you're filtering water by squeezing this pouch here. And let's say this is, when it comes to packing, much more convenient and lighter, but maybe not so dependable as the Catadine. That's why this is more like a backup for me. Something also that it's worth maybe showing and mentioning is this little radio, which has a solar panel and some lights. Just a way of, you know, making the time a little bit easier, plus staying informed, let's say. In survival situations, you're probably going to be wanting to listen to radio broadcasts if there are any. So yeah, I just wanted to show that as well, because this has been in my B.O.B for a while now, and it's not a very expensive piece of hardware.
Nothing but a flying to come. Oh yeah, I know I'm to blame, but ain't that a shame? Little baby, come on home. Come on home, little baby. Please come on home. I'm moaning the whole night long. I'll do the cooking, honey, yeah, I'll pay the rent. I know.
Okay, I think that's it for this episode. Time to pack up, go back to work. I hope this video showed you and maybe gave you some advice on how to pack your bug out bag and what to pack. We might come back to this subject in future episodes. So thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode. Yeah, but I have to pack still. Yeah. So right now there's gonna probably be a time lapse of me packing.